Alright, I'm just trying to fit my camera here. Jesus Christ, the fucking stupid videos. Fuck you, game. I was gonna start it off with Luigi there. But let's just get into my dang license. I think that should be good. This is Mr. Pokemon 907. And in the previous episode, I click on, that was episode 6. Now we're on to episode 7, yeah? Episode 7 of my Super Mario Biker Bros. That's what I'm calling this because 100cc in Mario Kart Wii is about all bikes, only bikes. So the previous episode I did take on the... Wait, which cup is that now? So we're going Leaf, right? We're going Leaf now. That was the banana cup. Let's see, I'm gonna go with... Alright, I'm gonna go Paratrooper and use something a bit different this time. This could definitely turn out terrible, like so fast. Let's hope it doesn't. Alright, so this was the cup that I took on the previous episode, the banana cup. Yeah, that was the banana cup I did. So this is episode 7 here now, Leaf Cup now. Let's go on ahead. Only 3 of 4. I've got one more cup after this before I'm done with this. Yeah, I did the first 4. These are the last 4, the Retro Grand Prix Cups. For 100cc, then it's on to the next Mario Kart game. That should be fun. Mario Kart 7. Alright. Let's go. This is Mario Kart 6, effectively. Jeez, come on. No waiting, not too bad though. This is the very beginning of the race, so shouldn't affect us too much. Alright, nah, this is fine. This is definitely fine. I was saying that the Vedas bike is... Nah, for this cup especially, I do believe we're still fine with this, using this this bike. Game isn't stopping. Game is not giving up. Like, one thing doesn't stop you, is gonna try something else right after. This game is evil. I say it, evil, man. God damn it. Alright. Alright. Jesus Christ. Alright. Fuck. This game is stress. Oh my god. Let me catch myself, alright? Let me catch myself. Get a bit of focus here, alright? So we're currently in 6. Let's try to pull up because this is the second lap. And the thing about this 100cc, I do realize that it is extremely difficult. You could be the best at Mario Kart, and it is still extremely difficult to get a lead on the characters. Jesus, the game just made sure that I would stop somehow, huh? Fucking evil, man. Evil. It's like the games now have a mind of their own. Alright, so I got 3 of those. Come on. Keep these wheelies going. Alright. Okay, cool. Looking good so far. Come on. So I'm gonna drop this right here. Get my stunt. Drop that right there. Alright. Get a drift. Okay, looking good. This is the last lap, so I'm actually still kind of scared because I do not believe that I have distance enough to be safe if we're struck with okay, fine. Race is over. We just survived that dang race. Right, I'm gonna call it survival. So that's the end of the first race. Now moving on to the number 2. Yeah, that track is awesome though. So Bowser Castle 3 again. This time 100cc. This game is gorgeous though. Like pretty much every Nintendo Wii game is gorgeous. It's just that a lot of people never, I'd say that a lot of people never experienced the Wii at its best, the Nintendo Wii, the original Wii. I'm not talking about the Wii U. People do get those systems mixed up. And believe it or not, there's some people who get the 3DS and the DS mixed up too. Totally different systems, but you know, I guess Nintendo is being wicked there, smartly wicked, and giving them close titles to see who's foolish and who isn't, who's gonna mix them up. But a lot of people, I definitely would say, never experienced the Wii at its greatest because the Wii only displays at 480. I think the highest, yeah, is only 480, right? It could display 720 if you got the right cables, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But even 720 is pretty small. And by the time the Nintendo Wii launched, like people had, I think people had PS3 and stuff like that. So it was like the TV screens were very large, and then there's this game that literally has games that are only made for small screens. So every person that had a Nintendo Wii in their home, the games are all stretched out. You're not seeing the graphics that they're made for. The games look ugly compared to how they're supposed to look. So a lot of people never got to see this, man. Like, I do believe too, but then there weren't many television that actually had settings where you could change the resolution like this. You had to go with what you went with, right? It had to be like just the raw game plugged in and play it. So it's kind of awesome seeing this. This game is gorgeous, man. Like I did say in the previous episode, this reminds me of the way that Mario Kart 7 looks, because that's a way smaller screen, and believe it or not, the Nintendo 3DS is actually a handheld Nintendo Wii. That's why they've been able to port a lot of Nintendo Wii titles. I think Pilot Wings Resort is a port. They made it kind of unique for the 3DS experience, but called it something else. But that's actually Pilot Wings from Wii. Then there was Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. The Donkey Kong Country Returns that launched on Nintendo Wii was then just ported to the Nintendo 3DS. So this definitely reminds me of Mario Kart 7, and it is gorgeous. A bit more color though compared to 7, but quite similar in the graphical detail. A lot of people will be like, what are you talking about? Like, Mario Kart Wii is nice, but like, it's so blurry, and maybe it's blurry because you played on a television with a big screen and you weren't displaying it at its native res. Because I'm using, this is literally a little box on my television. Like, if it was supposed to just take my camera up and step back, you'd see what I mean. The rest of my screen is just black, and it is showing this in the little box in nearly there's my hand. All over here is my TV screen, believe it or not. All here is TV screen, and all over there is TV screen. So this little box right here is the game. Yeah. So that's the end of race number 2. Now moving on to race number 3. Alright. Anything Super Nintendo Entertainment System, anything for Super Mario Kart, and this is N64, DK's Jungle Part Way. Anything from the Mario Kart 64 or Super Mario Kart is nightmare fuel for me. Definitely nightmare fuel. It isn't too bad though. Yeah, 64 is a bit better than Super NES for sure. So I'm gonna hold that for the fence. Dang, Mario Kart 64 flashbacks. The drifting is also weird. Being pummeled by items, everything. Crazy. Alright. There we go, there we go, there we go. dropping that right there. Hype. Someone is most likely going to drive into that because they've got to collect the items, right? Drop that right there. Good, good. Another banana peel. Alright. Oh god! Game, you bitch! Ah! In case you're wondering what I did there, that's a little technique in Mario Kart Wii. You hold the gas, the A button, and the B button at the same time. And then you just left, right until you get some sparks and let her rip. And I was going to hit him, so this game definitely is sending way too many blue shells. It was already sent before I got into first. That's how that worked. Just no hacks here, no glitches. This is the original game running. Yeah. Alright, so one of my items hit someone as well. Alright. Cool. I just thought about the fact that I loaded, although this is my original Mario Kart Wii disc, I do wonder if this USB loaded GX thing that I'm playing, you know, like alters the way the game behaves. That could actually explain why this game is so heavily cruel. Because, I don't know, the heavy nerds, or the people who created those dang like USB loaded GX and stuff, and I would not be surprised to find out that USB loaded GX actually like modifies the game's behavior even a bit, because, you know, the nerds like difficult games, right? So all these blue shells and stuff could be because of USB loaded GX. I do hope not, but it's very possible. I don't know if they hate Mario Kart or something and they just want to punish us for playing Mario Kart Wii, but I'm quite sure this game is not supposed to be sending this much blue shells. Something is fucking wrong here. Alright, gotta use my technique. Come on, let's go. get my acceleration back and pull ahead. This is crazy. This is dying crazy. Alright, gonna drop that. I'm gonna risk it and drop that right there. Because that's the most narrow path I can think of, and someone is definitely gonna hit that. They can't dodge that in a crowd. There we go. So that was race number 3. Now we're moving on to race number 4, the final race for this cup. Leaf Cup. I just had to take a breather. That was scary. Let me use the word scary. Definitely scary. One of my favorite tracks in the entirety of Mario Kart for sure. Seeing this in Mario Kart Wii, yeah, definitely a blast for me. I'm going to be playing this. Like, when I finish these episodes and I get these episodes all uploaded and stuff, I'm actually going to sit down and just enter some versus mode and play this game for fun, because seeing this is like playing a fresh game. I kid you not. Seeing this in HD like this, in this natural resolution, no blown up, stretched out, ugly looking anything. This is awesome. This is how the Nintendo Wii was meant to look, to be honest. Because there's some smaller, I'm not talking about, I don't know why people are so obsessed with massive screens, but there's some smaller display TVs. I actually always wanted one, but I just bought what I got. This TV that I have here is a large screen, because I know even the Nintendo Wii is only 1080. Most devices, I'm not playing a PS4 or PS5 or anything. I don't need 4K display, big ignorant screen, or, you know what I'm trying to say. So I was always saying that if I get like a small Roku, if you know a brand called Roku, ROKU, a small Roku TV or something, I'd be seriously happy, because I like to see displays where the pixels are actually like fitted together properly. You don't see any pixels, you don't see any what you call like pixel stretching, where the screen you can actually see the pixels and stuff. You're never supposed to be able to see pixels. Anytime you can, the display is being stretched somehow, and you're actually losing visual quality. So I like to see games and movies, everything where the pixels are all meshed together properly. The quality then in color and everything is crisp and detailed and pretty. That's what I'm getting here, because this is the original resolution that the Nintendo Wii was supposed to show up. I'm gonna play this game for fun though. Definitely, because this is nice to look at. For me, definitely looks amazing on the camera. Even I'm looking at the camera a bit, you know, like just glancing around. You know, that you see in movies, and you ever had drives with your parents in the vehicle, they just glance around at you while it's driving. You can still do that once you're on a straight road and you can tell it's safe. Yeah, so yeah, the camera is, this is gorgeous, man. Whoa. These videos are gonna be great. These videos are gonna be awesome. Alright, so that's the last race right there. So that's it for this episode. Effectively, just gonna go on ahead to the award ceremony. Paratrooper. Paratrooper is awesome too. Everything is so crisp and shiny. Looking at the camera, actually, television too, but awesome. 2-star is, yeah, that's tolerable. Yeah, that's fine. So that's it for this episode. Very next episode, I'm going to be moving on to the final lightning cup. I'm just going to go... I was resting on my elbow there. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly, no, not 50. Even if it makes a difference, because I'm just looking at the cup here. Difference in that. Manual, whatever's. So lightning is going to be Super the Mario Circuit 3. DS Peach Gardens, DK Mountain from GameCube, and that's Bowser's Castle, the N64 version. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be going ahead and challenging the very next episode. Thank you for watching. This has been Mr. Pokemon 907. Leave a like, click that like button, leave a comment if you do please, and as well, click on that subscribe button. That button that says subscribe, it really should be saying follow, because really and truly all you're doing there is following my channel, waiting to be notified in your notification section of whatever device you're using whenever I do make a new video upload. Alright, that's literally all it is. So YouTube definitely needs to change that to follow. Stop calling it subscribe. It's a follow button, literally, right? Alright, so that's it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever and whenever you're watching. And until next time.